Kia ora and welcome back to my video. I actually have a very special video today. I'm going to do it in parts. So today I actually got a parcel from one of you guys. So thank you very much, Michael, for the watercolours. I'm so excited to use them and look at them and stuff. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Words can't express how grateful I am, so thank you so much. And yeah, so I got a lovely note which will go on my pinboard of notes, and yeah, just so grateful. So with the very long intro, I was going to look at the paints with you guys, unpack them and see what there is. So first up is this watercolor pad, which is cotton, which is amazing. It's cold press, so it's got the texture. You can kind of see the texture in the paper, and it is glued down, so use like a palette knife to release it, I assume. Yep. And yeah, so I'll use this paper to do a painting on, to swatch and also do a painting, so it'll be a long video today. So we've got the paper, and then we'll look at the Denise watercolor paints. I love Denise's palettes and Da Vinci. They are some beautiful paints, and the quality is fantastic. So it's definitely a good, reliable brand of paint. It's just super expensive from the States for shipping, but I did do a video about that. The main large wildlife set she's done. I've done that in the past. Oh, there we go. So there is some labelling. Alrighty, so these must be the sea glass set that was mentioned. So this is a new paint by them, which I'm excited to try. It looks like a beautiful maybe grey, or I'm thinking it might have a bit of a green tint to it, but we'll see together. Then this is the Denise's green. Yep. So this is a beautiful green that Denise, liquid in colour also called, curated and made similar to a sap green, but it's very personalised to her, so I'm excited to swatch that one as well. And this must be the primary 3. Yep. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, so I just had a quick break. My camera ran out of storage space and everything, and then I realised that I had already unpacked the next lot. But update, I've unwrapped the Da Vinci side of things. They're all labelled with their name and then the brand, so these are all Da Vinci's, and I'm so excited. So yeah, just another big grateful thank you, and I'm so sorry if my voice is scratchy or gross or clogged. I'm sick at the moment, but I really wanted to do this video and use them and just be grateful. So that out of the way, I'll go on to the next one. I'll unload these ones as well. So I'm actually not familiar with these paints, so I'm really excited to try them. So this is, I believe, the container they sit in. Oh, there we go. Nice and focused. So this is the tin you put them in. Ooh, so this actually looks like it's got prepped for watercolor painting. So it's a white surface compared to this usual silver surface, and it means it can use watercolors on it, which is amazing. I didn't think it would have that already sorted. And this must be a swatching card. I will swatch it on here because just to keep things consistent for you guys, and this will be to put down on the tin. So I'll put those together so I don't lose it. And I love these. I've seen them on YouTube, but they look like they're lollies. Really excited. And it, oh, Da Vinci. So this is raw umber, and it has the pigment information on the back as well. So this is actually really interesting, just being able to have all the information on there. So that's amazing. And I'll open these up. I won't do them all on camera because I know some people just like, hurry up and open it already. But I'm going to appreciate the experience nonetheless. So sap green Da Vinci as well. So I'm putting it over here. And pigment light fastness information as well. So I'll unwrap these, but I'll record while doing it. I'll do it in like a, what's it called, 2x speed thing. So there won't be any talking, but let's do this. Just for a moment, don't question anything. I've already unwrapped these, but you'll see me unwrapping them in a second. But I'd like to just clarify something. I reread the note, and these are all Da Vinci paints, which I'm so excited about because I love Da Vinci. And it was a set curation for a watercolour book. Her name is Miranda Watson. I'll leave her name in the comments if you're interested, but it's a colouring book she did for a fundraiser, I believe, and which is incredible. It was a Christmas thing, and the watercolours came with it, and so they weren't getting used, and so now I've got them, and I will put them to great use, don't you worry. But that's just the situation. So here comes the footage of me talking and unwrapping them. Ignore me absolutely struggling to open these. It's a bit embarrassing, but it's alright, I got there. Enjoy the entertainment, to say the least. Okay, so off camera I ended up writing down all the names. There are double ups, but that's alright, I'll just watch them all out. And yeah, so I've sketched it out on the pad, and yeah, I guess we'll be swatching them together. I'll swatch every second one so they don't bleed into each other. And I'm just using this, I'll give you a close up of the brush, but it is the Rembrandt Red Staple Royal Talons brush in the number 4. This is a travel brush, if anyone's curious. So first up is Hans Yellow Light. It reactivates really easily. I'm going to do a light layer first. Just like so. A really nice, easy, light yellow. Next up is Cadmium Yellow Light. I've just put these in a random order. I don't actually know if this is going to be the best order for them. I'll change it up as I go, after I've swatched out the colours and done this video, just to put them in the order that looks best for the colour palette. But this is the colour. I haven't written down all the pigment information for them. I'm sorry guys, I'm a slacker. But I did write down the pigments on some of them. So if you can read my writing, then you're good. But these are mainly single pigment colours. They're really reliable paints. And yeah, so there shouldn't be any troubles with this. Next is Benzo Orange Deep, which sounds like an interesting colour. Ooh, that's quite nice. It's quite like it's kind of slightly leaning cool, but it's a pretty neutral orange, like it's not leaning too much yellow or too much red. It's a pretty nice colour. Damn. Look at that. Alrighty. I'm excited. Okay. Next is Da Vinci Red. Very pretty. Get some more of that. There we go. I'm purposefully adding a lot of water, by the way. Just, it's nice to see how they dry out as a flat layer. Oh, so pretty. Then we've got Permanent Rose, which I'm excited about. Oh, now that's pretty. I need a lot of water. Look at that. That is beautiful. Very sheer. Oh, transparent, sorry. Okay, next line, French Ultramarine. I'm excited to see how this granulates. I love French ultramarine. Ever since I bought the Schmincker's version of French ultramarine, I've become obsessed. I can already see some granulation happening, which I'm very excited about. You can kind of see the texture here. And the cold press paper helps with granulation as well, because it sinks into the texture of the paper. Next is ultramarine blue. There we go, pretty. This is leaning slightly, like only ever so slightly, more cool blue than the French ultramarine. That's kind of how I remember the difference between the two. French ultramarine is slightly more purple leaning. Then we've got cerulean blue genuine. Ooh, this one I assume might actually granulate as well. I was expecting a cool blue, but this is beautiful. This is really nice. This one, yeah, I can already see some granulation happening, so I'll leave that.
Okay, so you guys missed the beautiful reveal of the Seagrass swatch, and I'm so sorry about that, but it is a gorgeous colour. Like, it is a stunning turquoise. And I'm very excited to use this one a bit more. But without that further little mistake, I'll continue swatching. Oh, actually, first, I'll show you why these kind of pads are really cool. Because you can see there's no, like, movement in the paper. It's still stuck down. So, yeah, it's great. It's so handy, especially for commission paintings that are kind of like the size and stuff. Moving on anyway, we'll go on to the Denise's green, which is a stunning colour. This one is similar to sap green, as you'll see later on, but it is quite a nice earth green, and it's great for mixing colours as well. There we have it. Alrighty, then we'll go on to Perylene green, which is a dark green. It's a really nice one for mixing shadows, and it actually makes some really nice neutral colours as well, as you see here. Look at that. Look at that! And then we will move on to the Burnt Sienna Deep. I feel like a kid again. This is amazing. I just feel so blessed to be able to be gifted these paints. Like, I don't really know many artists that use watercolor paints, so it's just like incredible to have a community online where I can talk to people about paint and, I don't know, just try paints that other people really enjoy and love and want me to love and enjoy as well. So, I don't know, very just, yeah, grateful, and just remembering, I don't know, just what I love about watercolour and making videos, you know. Oh, this one, Indian Yellow, by the way, I forgot to say the name. This one looks like it might granulate as well, which, look at that, you can kind of see the texture coming about. I'll see if my camera, oh, it made it very dark, maybe I'll stop. Oh no, that made it very light. There we go. We'll try that. Next up is Raw Umber here. We'll go in with a bit of the brush. There we go. This looks like a really nice arrangement of colours, I have to admit. So we'll go in there. Hopefully I can swatch all of these out before it gets dark and I lose the natural light. Then we'll go in with Payne's Grey. You know, one thing I've noticed is that in the States, well, overseas, they spell grey, Gray, and I, like, where I'm from, well, New Zealand, we spell it with a Grey, and I, like, maybe that's just depending on the grey situation, or maybe it's like a actual thing, I don't know. Okay, I know it's a thing with colour as well, watercolors spelt with a COLOUY. It's got a U in it compared to the no U one I see everywhere, which is pretty crazy. Alrighty, so these are the first swatches. I'll give you guys a close view. It's looking pretty beautiful so far. Alrighty, so I'll pause the video here. I'll come back to you with the next lot of swatches. Alrighty, so back with the second lot of swatches. I also forgot to say I used the Uniball eye pen in the size small, well, micro, for the outlining. It is my favourite waterproof pen to use for line work and stuff. So yeah, if you were wondering, that is that's what I've been using. Now we've got back to the swatching, I suppose. We've got the Hansa yellow in the medium, so I'm hoping this is the right spot for it here. I have not pre-wet any of the colours, by the way. I'm going straight in with some water and the paintbrush, but they have been reactivating so seamlessly, which is amazing. Look at that. Pretty. Alrighty, then we've got Da Vinci yellow, which is here. That was very easy to re-wet, which is great. I'll use a bit more pigment. Very nice. Then we've got Da Vinci red. I believe it will be the same red as this one, but I'm swatching them all out just in case. And yeah, red's a very easy colour to go through, so can't complain at all. Very nice. This one here is alizarin crimson. There we go. My guesses on where these colours should go was amazing so far. Can I just give myself a compliment there on that on that part? Here we've got Da Vinci violet. Very nice. There we go. Then we've got ultramarine blue green shade. That's the GS, that's what that stands for. So yeah, these will be leaning slightly more green. That's what the green shade means. So once again, I'll use a little bit more water because ultramarine is a great granulating colour. So I'll give it the best opportunity. So those two could have probably moved around, but that's alright. And then we've got cerulean blue genuine, which is what the GEN stands for. In paints, that comes up a lot with Daniel Smith and that paint brand. Oh, so pretty. It's such a nice, this is a warm leaning blue, and it's such a gorgeous one at that. Alrighty, I'll keep going, pushing through. We've got cobalt teal here, which is great. I haven't actually used a colour like this since the Artist Spectrum paints, which I've reviewed here a long time ago. I'm still using them up, but I haven't used a cobalt turquoise since then, so this is really exciting. And once again, I have a feeling it will granulate, so I'm using a lot of water in the mixture so that it has plenty to granulate with and settle down with. Alrighty, so then came the Denise's green. It dries darker than the next one because I use more water in this wash. It's not different colours, it's the same colour, it's just different loads of water. I also thought while I swatch I'll talk about the paper because I actually recognise the name of the paper and I now remember why. I'll quickly swap this. This is sap green, but the paper is Fabriano, which is commonly used for printmaking as well. So it is a very versatile paper company and quite a good one at that. So Oh my goodness, thank you. But look at that, it's quite nice. It's honestly leaning a bit more blue. I thought it would lean more green, but that's quite interesting. Alrighty, final row for the swatching. I think I'll do the darker line in time-lapse speed again, just so that this video doesn't drag out too long. This one's Raw Sienna, and it's kind of it's warmer than I thought it would be for Raw Sienna. This kind of reminds me of maybe Yellow Ochre more than Raw Sienna, but it's really beautiful. And then we've got Burnt Sienna, which is this one here, which is very nice. These two could have swapped around, but that's alright. And we got Burnt Umber, which is this one here. I do love Burnt Umber. It was one of the first colours, or the first brown that I put in my travel set many years ago. Not this particular one by Da Vinci, but Burnt Umber nonetheless. It's just such a nice brown, and it's a good mix between being a warm brown but also being dark, because I found that's the kind of brown that I like in my sets. This is a raw umber, and this one's actually quite an interesting raw umber. It's not as green leaning as a lot of the ones I've swatched before. It's still quite warm, all things considering. And then the final colour here is Denise's Grey, which is a new one. It is a modified colour of hers, and I don't know if I've swatched this colour before, but it is very beautiful. Look at that. I think it's got some really nice granulation to it. I really like this. This is beautiful colour. You can already see the granulation. Give me a second, I'll give you a closer look at the swatch cards so far. They look great. But yeah, you can see the granulation happening there and the separation. But they look amazing. So yeah, I'll do the thing in double speed, so you don't need to sit through that, because that would just take forever, and I don't want this video to be too long for you guys today. But yeah, let's get on to that then. So I swatched everything out, and here it is, all beautiful and almost dry. But the colours actually work so well together. They look beautiful, so I am excited to do a painting using these paints. Maybe I'll try to get you a closer look at the swatches just so you can see how they look. Because, I don't know, sometimes they look different further away than what they look like closer up. So I'll actually be doing a painting. Oh, the lighting doesn't want to go crazy. In this book here, this one is by the German brand that does a lot of watercolor sketchbooks that I butcher the name of. But this sketchbook is not 100% cotton paper, but it will be nice to use and try the paints out on. I've just got a sketch here of the harbour, so we'll do that painting together. I'll do some of it in time-lapse speed and some of it in current times, just to give you guys a bit of a change. But before then, I'm going to show you guys how to use this paper, because I always butcher it. Like, I never figured it out when I first started to use paper like this. But you go to the back here, and I've got just a palette knife here, and you can just slide it along like so, and then it lifts up the paper. Now I'm doing it a bit recklessly, but this is how you lift up that
glue. And then you just get it released like that. And there you go, separate bit of paper. You can use the back as well. I'm going to pin this to my pin board. But otherwise I would usually use the back of the paper as well. But hope that's a little bit of fun and insightful information there. Okay, so it's the next day now and I am here to do a painting. I've got the drawing sketched out as I said, and yeah, I'm so excited to do a painting together. I've actually already done one. I did one off camera just here in the book and it was just a nice simple one, similar to what I'll be doing here today. But yeah, I guess I'll just get straight into painting. I'll do the sky first, I think. I'm also just going to use this as the sketchbook. Sketchbook. Damn, what am I on about? As the mixing palette, just to try out the, whatever the surface is, you know. It's quite fun to try a different mixing palette. Looks like it's pretty good so far. It's doing its job. Alrighty, so I'm just trying to get a nice sky colour. Use a bit of that sea glass. The sea glass is stunning. It's not a colour I'd usually use in my palette, but it is stunning. So really exciting stuff. Alrighty, so let's just get some colour down. I'm still sick. Shock horror, can't quite heal up in one day, but that's alright. I'm able to talk still, unfortunately for you guys, right? But here we are, just going at it. So sorry if you can hear any background noise as well, by the way. There might be some hammering and stuff. Hopefully you guys don't mind this long form video. I thought it was a good excuse to do a longer video with the swatching and painting. I quite like doing both of them. And yeah, I thought it would be a nice way to just, yeah, show my gratitude and, yeah, make some content for you guys. Alrighty. So that's kind of what I want for the sky. And I'm going to go straight in for the clouds, just so that the colours can kind of blend in together. Going with these. Kind of not. I quite like having it slightly purple leaning for the clouds. I feel like that's just an appropriate grey. Let me know if you guys want any printmaking videos or any more of them as well, because I'm actually doing some printmaking, well, a lot of printmaking at the moment just through course. So yeah, if it is a fun kind of change of topic, I can film some of that for you guys to watch on here. I've got my next project underway, like I just got the materials for it and I'm planning it out as we speak. I've done the collaging and everything, so that's been pretty go and this landscape is actually part of that collage and quite an important one for me just because of where it resonates. Like going up to see this view is really impactful for me, and just yeah, quite a almost spiritual experience, just being away from the city and just seeing this incredible view and knowing that I walked up here, I made the effort to get here, and just yeah, taking it all in. Alrighty, so that's kind of the base so far. The colours are working so seamlessly, by the way. I assume they would, just because Da Vinci is such great paint. I'm so excited to try more of their paints. I was thinking of getting a sample set of theirs, but I was like, no, this is not my year to buy more paint. I know this. So I am just so excited about this, being able to try it. Anyway. But they do like little dot samples, and I think they are pretty reasonable
size dots. Like, they're not pathetic little dots that you can't even use in a painting, you know. They'll actually last you a little bit, a few uses to swatch out the colours, use them in a painting and stuff, which is pretty exciting. By the looks anyway. Can't judge from my own experience, but that's just how they appear. Alrighty, getting through. These are just the base colours. I quite like this kind of way of going, jumping from area to area on the painting and just putting a base down to build up on and go from there kind of thing. Kind of leaving these ones a bit more open on the edges because that's kind of where the path is and rocks and stuff. So I'm going to use a bit of that sienna in the corners here. Okay, so the colour of the landscape is really beautiful, and one thing that draws me in a lot is kind of that sepia mixed with a really vibrant like lime green of sorts, and something I want to capture in my woodcuts as well, so that will be something I'm going to work on as well. So here we have just getting base colouring down. Oh no, I got into the clouds. It's alright. It's really nice to be able to enjoy just using paints, and since this is a separate thing from my course, I'm able to just be quite carefree about it and not worry and be too stressed, and it's really refreshing. It's a nice thing to do just in my free time, you know. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos as well. If you have anything you'd like to see or hear about, or see me paint or anything, leave comments in the in the comment section, and I love reading through them. It's so nice to just hear everyone's thoughts and opinions and like feedback and just ideas. It's really lovely, and it's a really nice community. So definitely big thanks to just all the amazing. So I have done the next layer of paint on the clouds, and I let that dry while I went back to course to do some more printmaking, and here we are, just continuing on with the painting. I probably will do a bit of it in time-lapse mode so I can just take my time and, I don't know, just spend a bit longer on it, because otherwise I just do it rushed. And I'll do like a voiceover or something for some of it as well, just to keep it interesting and entertaining, you know. Alrighty. I think that's a pretty good start. So from here on out, we'll put it in time lapse. So we begin with me just mixing up some greys and kind of browny greys for the rocks, just in the foreground there, and then kind of the foliage, trying to get the range of different shades, and some of the path as well. And just adding some more definition in the clouds, and in the background there's a landscape out to the harbour mouth, so and then darkening up the mountain, and just kind of layering it up really with lots of different shades of green. And so rounding out the painting here, just doing my last layers in paint and just building up
some of the areas. It didn't actually take me as long as I thought it would, which is great. But yeah, it's been a really fun painting. I've enjoyed using the paints, and I'm excited to just work with them more. I'll actually be putting some of these in my travel set. That way, I don't know, I'll be able to just use them even more. And I have been meaning to do a video about cleaning up my travel set, because it's a bit dingy at the moment and it needs topping up and stuff with more paint. And so I'll do a video on that later down the track, whenever I actually do completely run out of paint. For the moment, I'm living fine with it, you know. But yeah, that's the video. Once again, a huge thank you to Michael for sending the paint. It is amazing. I really appreciate it, and just so generous and kind of you. Thank you. And to everyone else, thank you for watching, for joining the video, and just supporting my channel, showing up. I really love it and appreciate it. So you guys all have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.